Liana has been through a lot as a sibling to Jonathan. She's the oldest child in the family, and she probably noticed there was something odd about Jonathan in the earlier days. She has just she's been so resilient. She's learnt to be such a sensitive and caring sister. She's given him a lot of space. She knows the cue that when Jonathan's going to lash out or have one of his huge tantrums, that she just moves away from him, gives him that time. She's just so respected by her family for what she's done to help him.
Daniel has a younger sister. Now she is 10 years old. She goes mainstream school. She's very good friend for Daniel, and sometimes she can help me too.
We talk about autism all the time, and we use autism word in our house all the time. So they must hear that and they must know. I think he realises at some level that Jack must be different, but he never asks me, and he constantly saying, Jack's my brother, isn't he, Mum? He's my brother. And he's become a bit like, Jack, come on, you need to stand in line. Or like he's become like the nurturer already, and he's only 3.
We never sat him down and said, Jess, your brother's got autism. We'll say, Jess, he's special, and, and all just his mates and family just see him as that.
And they talk about the sibling social isolation. Well, even now, Max has that, because we'll go to a park and play and he'll be having a great time, and he makes friends really easy when we go to parks. And then Jack will be all right for a little while, and then he'll start flipping out and we'll have to go. And Max knows that he's been taken home because of Jack.
Over the last couple of years, we have had a few talks to Charlie about Alex and Jack and their autism. I think from a young age he kind of realised what they could and what they couldn't do. It wasn't that noticeable to Charlie that something was wrong with Alex. It was only the fact that they weren't conversing as 2 little toddlers, but they were still interacting in a lot of ways. Where autism, you would think that the child is isolated, sitting there playing, doing his own thing. Alex was social in some ways. He just had no conversation. So they could actually run around the backyard together, but they weren't really interacting. They were just doing their own thing in the same area. Sometimes when Charlie gets cranky at Alex, we have to then explain to him that Alex is different. Alex has autism and he's not annoying you on purpose. One thing I would say is I think we did the best thing keeping Alex at a separate school, because I think it's a lot for a child to take on, explaining to other people what's wrong with his brother.
As the children have gotten older, we have had time. I've made time to be with Liana. We've gone on little shopping days and been to the cinemas together, and we'd have some lunch together, and I let her know then how much I love her and that she's very helpful and needed and wanted. And the same with little George. He's had times with his dad. Sometimes if he's had a day off from school, he'll go to work with Dad and have a really great day with him. It's really hard to do something like that, but if you want to make things work, you've just got to put a little bit of time into those sort of things.